this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Dell PCs with Intel Inside are built for the moments that matter, for the moments you plan and the ones you don't. Built for the busy days that turn into all-night study sessions, the moment you're working from a cafe and realize every outlet's taken.
Yeah, the times you're deep in your flow and the absolute last thing you need is an auto update throwing off your momentum. That's why Dell builds tech that adapts to the way you actually work. Built with a long-lasting battery so you're not scrambling for the closest outlet, and built-in intelligence that makes updates around your schedule, not in the middle of it.
That's right. They don't build tech just for tech's sake. They build it for you. Find technology built for the way you work at Dell.com/Dell PCs. Built for you.
Introducing the all-new Mazda CX-5, featuring more connection.
Hey Google, where's the nearest Pilates class?
Safety that has your back. More discovery on the scenic routes. More passion in the details. And more control in changing weather. The all-new Mazda CX-5. More to move every side of you. See it in 5 films at MazdaUSA.com/5sides.
Google is a trademark of Google LLC. Sequences shortened and simulated.
Hey, San Francisco. We're coming back to see you.
Aw, yes.
Our second year in a row, we're going to be going to SF Sketchfest. What I like to think it's the premier comedy festival in the United States.
Well, in the world.
You think so?
Yeah.
What about Beijing?
Nope. It's a close second, but a second.
Well, we love San Francisco. We love performing there. Everyone is always so kind to us. And by San Francisco, we mean the entire Bay Area, of course.
Yeah. So we will be there doing our thing for a one-time only show on Sunday, January 15th at 1 p.m.
Yeah, it's a rare Sunday afternoon. We're like the NFL of podcasters.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Right?
That's what I've always thought.
So all you have to do is go to the SF Sketchfest site, look at the old calendar, and there are tons of great people performing.
Oh, yeah.
So I suggest just doubling down and getting tickets to all kinds of good shows.
For sure. And hurry up and get tickets to ours because they've only been on sale for a week or so and they're already half sold out.
That's right.
So please hurry, San Francisco. Please hurry.
Welcome to Stuff You Should Know from HowStuffWorks.com.
Hey, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Josh Clark. There's Charles W. Chuck Bryant, and it's just us chickens here in Studio 1A.
Yeah, the blockhead is gone.
Yeah.
Jerry the blockhead. I'm just kidding. She's not a blockhead.
She's a meathead.
She is a meathead.
This is fun. What else is she? She's not here. We can say whatever we want. She'll never hear this.
Oh, that's true. 2 things I've noticed today. We're both wearing blue hoodies.
Oh, yeah.
Yours is a recreation of the great sweater that Danny wore in The Shining. Which I think I've told you.
You love.
Lee Unkrich of Pixar owns that real sweater.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah. Like if you're like, you got the sweatshirt version.
He owns the sweater.
He owns the real thing.
But unless he's the same size as like a little 4, 5, 6-year-old boy,
he put it
on
his
doesn't
boy.
wear it. Oh, he put it on his own kid.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
That's probably why he had a kid.
Because he wants to drive him to madness.
Right. Well, no, to model the sweater.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm wearing my high school sweatshirt.
The Redan Raiders.
Redan, yeah.
Redan. Pecan.
The other thing I noticed is I got new glasses, or a new prescription.
Oh, yeah?
My eyes were clearly getting worse. And you're fuzzy to me, but my papers are clear.
Uh-oh.
And I should have gotten the bifocals like he said.
Bifocals, Gramps.
I've been doing a lot of this.
Oh, is that? That definitely doesn't aid you at all. Chuck just pulled his glasses down his nose and then looked over him.
Well, when you're at home and let's say you got the TV on but you're working on your laptop,
right?
It's troublesome.
Have you ever heard of that? I can't remember what it's called.
Progressive lenses?
No, it's like a type of basically training your eyes to get better by denying them corrective lenses.
I did that for 43 years.
And it didn't work?
Well, I mean...
Or maybe it did work. Your eyes would have been way worse had you not done that.
Here's what I know. I know that 2 weeks ago, I never wore my previous glasses prescription because it didn't even look like they were doing anything. But things were getting harder to read, so I went back 3 years later and they were like, oh yeah, things have changed. But I was reading 2 weeks ago I was just sort of holding it back a little more, maybe. But now when I put these on, it's like someone turned on the lights. I was like, holy cow, that's so clear.
But is something changed in just the last few weeks?
No, I think I was just used to getting by on not seeing as clearly as I could have.
I see, I gotcha.
Because once I put these on, I just couldn't believe the difference.
Well, good for you for doing something.
Yeah, but now it's
like
I gotta wear glasses all the time.
Well,
or not all the time, but when I read.
You remind me exactly of how I felt in 4th grade when I got glasses. They came in and they were like, okay, everybody's doing the eye test. And of course you just think it's cursory, like a lice check or something like that, right?
And you went and stood in the corner.
And then the nurse or whoever it was like, you need glasses. I was like, what? You're insane, woman, I think is what I said.
But it was a man.
Right.
And so that's how they knew.
I proved myself insane. Yeah, right. So, I ended up with glasses and I remember feeling like, oh man, I'm shackled for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's a tough age. I don't know if glasses still have the same stigma on young kids, but when we were kids, it was definitely like
4 eyes and all that.
Yeah,
there was a bit of it. So I showed them. I went out and got the most Elton Johnny glasses I could find.
I'd love to see a picture of that.
Yeah, they were clear with like a thin blue like wire running through the frames.
Nice.
They were pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so human blockheads.
Yeah.
So Chuck, have you ever seen the human blockhead trick?
Yeah.
I should not call it a trick. It's a stunt.
Right. You're right. I have.
Like in person?
Yeah, I went to a Jim Rose circus once.
Ah, yeah.
And they had a blockhead that when I went. I'm not sure if they still do.
Was it Ryan Stock?
I don't think so. This was a long time ago.
Yeah, he seems a little young to have been in the original Jim Rose show.
Yeah, I mean, this was in like 1993-ish.
Was it at Lollapalooza?
Maybe.
Because that was in the first part of the first Lollapalooza. They were part of that.
Yeah, I was at that show.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where it was.
Maybe so.
Well, I've never seen a human blockhead, so I mean, I was aware of it. I'm sure I'd seen like references to it in cartoons or whatever. But I went online because I noticed as I was researching this, I was like, wow, I feel like fainting for some reason.
Yeah.
I was like, this really makes me fainty, and I went online and just exposed myself to it, and it was I didn't actually faint, but it's something. Well,
we should go ahead and say then, a human blockhead is a person, and we'll get into the history of it and where that name comes from, but it's a person, a performer, who inserts a nail or a camping stake or a drill.
Pair of scissors.
Something sharp that would make your stomach turn if you saw it jammed in a person's nose all the way.
Right.
And they do just that.
Yeah. And the reason I corrected myself earlier, I called it a trick. It's not a trick. The person who performs the human blockhead or who is a human blockhead would correct me and say, no, this is a stunt. A trick suggests that there's some sort of illusion, there's some sort of deception or stage magic going on.
Yes.
This is a stunt because it's exactly what you think it is. There's a nail going into the person's skull.
Yeah, and if you don't know and you go to one of these, you probably think it's a trick. It's a fake nail. It's a collapsible or a telescoping nail or something. Maybe some sort of sleight of hand, like the old trick where you just turn to the side and act like you're pulling something out of your mouth.
Yeah.
That old bit.
Yeah. I finally figured that one out in my 20s.
Thanks to your glasses, probably. So to the uninitiated, it's people probably leave these performances sometimes saying, well, of course that wasn't real. There's no way.
Right. It's true. Right. That's what you think. And the performers, they play on that, right? It's part of the whole thing. But sure. It's actually legitimately, the nail is not fake, and it actually is going into the person's head. But the further misconception is that, okay, if it is going into the person's head, that it's being driven into their skull, their bone.
Right.
Either through a new hole that they're making because they're crazy, or an established hole that they have they've used time and time again, like an ear piercing that it's healed over. Not the case.
Yeah, I was about to say the body doesn't need any new holes, but I forgot about piercing. Not that you need piercing, but that's the only thing I can think of where you would want a new hole that's legitimate. Right?
I don't know. Some doctors could want new holes for you, depending. Like if you got a colostomy.
Oh, okay, true.
Or a tracheotomy.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Medical reasons. Or Stellark put an ear on his arm.
I was thinking about him. I can't believe you remember that guy's name.
Yeah,
Man.
Stellark.
Wow.
He was if you didn't listen years ago, we talked about him. He was a performance artist who he molded and grafted a ear look-alike onto his arm.
Survived some terrible infections.
It was Bluetooth compatible, so he could literally hear through it.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean. Probably not literally hear through it. But.
It had like a Bluetooth mic in the ear, and then he had like a headphone in his own ear. So yeah, he could hear what was going in the ear.
With assistance of technology, he could hear through it.
Well, he's a performance artist. What do you expect?
But that technically wasn't a hole, though.
No.
It was just a fake ear on his arm.
No, it was a real ear.
Oh, was it a real ear?
Uh-huh.
Whose was it?
It was like a cloned ear grafted onto his arm. It was basically the cutting edge of performance art at the time.
Yeah, I wonder what he's doing now. I got to look that cat up.
He's sitting around on people's couches going like, hey, remember that time I grafted an ear on my arm? That was pretty great, huh?
And he says, hey, talk to the forearm. And they say, Stellark, we never get tired of that joke.
Right.
So should we talk about the history first or the mechanism?
Let's do history. I love this guy.
Well, by guy, I know who you're talking about, because there can be only one. Mr. Melvin Burkhart, who passed away 15 years ago in 2001 at the age of 94 years old. Mm-hmm. He was born in Atlanta.
Yeah.
In 1907, grew up in New Orleans mainly, and quit school at an early age and became he worked a couple of odd jobs. He worked for Western Union, but then found his calling as a sideshow performer, which we've covered on the show.
Yeah.
Along with other circus arts.
Yeah, you've got it for circus arts. I think just about every circus art one we've ever done is your pick.
Was it?
But man, we have an extensive library of circus arts.
Yeah, sword swallowing.
Lion taming.
Fire eating. Do we have fire walking?
No, I don't think so.
All right, look for that one soon.
Yeah, for real.
Or tightrope acts?
No.
We did circus families?
We did.
We've exhausted this.
I don't know, man. Fire walking.
Or maybe
flea circuses?
We should do the wheel. We talked about it. The wheel with the motorcycles in it. What's it called?
Oh, the something of death?
Wheel of Death?
No.
Globe of Death?
Maybe.
Rhombus
maybe the globe of death. The rhombus of death.
Clunky ride.
Right.
All right. So back to Mr. Burkhart.
Yeah.
He started performing in sideshows.
He did. So he was, he kind of fell into performing. He used to go to the theater a lot. And one day when he was, I think, 14 or 15 or something, he jumped to his feet when the people on stage asked for volunteers to come on stage. And I guess he tripped or fell. I didn't know if it was purposeful or not.
And drove a nail through his forehead?
Right. And everyone just laughed and laughed. He did get some laughs, not for the nail yet. That came later. But, he was invited back for the next show, and within a day or two, he found himself with a contract to do an amateur performance. So he started performing at a very early age, and his thing initially was, and I think throughout his career, he was what was called a talker, a master of ceremonies at a sideshow.
Yeah.
You might call him a barker, something like that. But they were the ones who kept the show going. They introduced the new sideshow performers as they came on and went off. And he did his own act in between the other acts.
Yeah.
And part of his act ended up being the nail, the human blockhead trick, among a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. So one of these quotes I got his New York Times obituary, and which are always great. But one of the quotes from one of his counterparts in Coney Island was so funny. He said, this is from Dick Zygon. Mm-hmm. He's a sideshow guy, and he said, anybody can insert objects in their nasal passage, up their nasal passage, but Melvin's patter and comedy made it an act.
Right.
And then the other guy, this is two great quotes. Todd Robbins is a magician, who is also a blockhead at times, says, anyone who has ever hammered a nail into his nose owes a large debt to Melvin Burkhart.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit of tongue-in-cheek in that obit that I'm sure Burkhart would have appreciated.
I'm sure.
That Todd Robbins guy actually has traced it back to the Jaduwalas.
Yeah.
Basically, the Hindu performers, street performers, and they apparently did a human blockhead trick long ago.
Right.
And I don't know if it was just totally coincidental that Melvin Burkhart stumbled upon it himself, or if he had heard about it or seen it himself.
Right.
But at any rate, as far as it goes in the West, in the modern conception of the human blockhead, Melvin Burkhart was the guy who invented it.
Yeah, I'm sure there were probably people in India scoffing at that notion.
Right.
But he was soon discovered by none other than Mr. Ripley himself, and he took him on to his auditorium in Manhattan, had him performing, and supposedly is the one who came up with the name Human Blockhead for this act.
Yeah. Man, that Robert Ripley, he coined a lot of stuff.
I don't get it, though. I still don't get why Blockhead... It's a dumb name. I would have called it I don't know what I would have called it. Give me 10 minutes, though, and I'll think of a better name.
Okay, shout it out when you got it.
All right.
Well, I mean, you can hammer nails into a block of wood.
Yeah, I guess so. Is that what he was going?
It's a stupid name, but without it, we wouldn't have the Lucy from Peanuts' favorite put down. Remember, she called everybody a blockhead.
Oh, yeah. What about the human pincushion? That's not quite right, though.
That's okay. It's actually a lot more accurate.
But I think there are other human pincushions, aren't there? People who, that do the needles through their faces and stuff.
That'd be very confusing.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm the pincushion. No, I'm the pincushion.
You're a blockhead.
So he actually ended up, and this is where this story ties into flea circuses, actually, at Hubert's Museum on 42nd Street, which I believe is where the Hecklers had their flea circus for decades.
Yeah.
And where it appeared in Easy Rider.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Boy, it's all coming together, isn't it?
It really is.
And he was what was known as, like some people are, when we did our sideshow podcast, a lot of people were born with physical deformities that they would, some people say were exploited, other people say championed. But he was not that. He was what was known as a working act.
Right.
So he just had some talent and fortitude to do some of these things. He wasn't necessarily born with any strange nasal passage. Although he does say he was a boxer and broke his nose such that they removed nasal bones that he thinks created this passage to inserting a nail into your sinus cavity.
Right.
But it exists in everyone.
Okay, so that to me is a great place to put a break.
All right.
You ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Hey everybody, we're here to talk to you about Wayfair, who believes that spaces should be functional, they should be comfortable, they should be well designed, and they can be well designed by you with their help.
Your updated space should feel more comfortable, inviting, and practical for everyday use. And we're talking about outdoor seating. We're talking about grills. We're talking about major appliances. If you need storage solutions, Wayfair can help you out. Patio lighting, rugs, decor. It is your one-stop shop for home.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting nice out, so it's time to think about living outdoors for the next few months. And Wayfair knows that outdoor furniture, it's heavy, it's intimidating to assemble. So Wayfair has stepped in and said, we're going to handle the hard part so you don't have to.
That's right. You can shop Wayfair Verified, your shortcut to the good stuff. And that means their team of product specialists are going to vet everything by hand using a 10-point inspection, testing things like, quality materials, functionality and features, and even how long it takes to build that piece of furniture. And the overall experience save time, reduce hassle, and improved convenience.
Patio season is here, and these deals won't last. So head to wayfair.com right now to get your outdoor space ready for way less. That's WAYFAIR.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Have you ever invested in something that seemed incredible at first but didn't live up to the hype? Well, marketers know that feeling. They optimize for the numbers that look great, impressions, reach, and reacts. But when they don't show revenue, well, that's a not so great conversation with the CFO. LinkedIn has a word for that: bull spend.
That's right, because you need to invest in what looks good to your CFO. LinkedIn Ads generates the highest ROAS, 121% of all major ad networks. You can reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads, and you can target by company, industry, job title, and more.
So cut the bull spend. Advertise on LinkedIn, the network that works for you. Spend $250 on your first campaign on LinkedIn ads and get a $250 credit for the next one. Just go to linkedin.com/SYSK. That's linkedin.com/SYSK. Terms and conditions apply.
Learning stuff with Joshua and Charles. Stuff you should.
All right, Chuck, you made mention that Melvin Burkhart was a boxer, right?
Yes, a pugilist.
So apparently, during his boxing career, he was getting some bone that had been shattered in his face removed around his nose, around his nasal cavity.
Yeah.
And the story goes that he noticed that the doctors were having a really easy time sticking like a scalpel or pincers or all sorts of little medical instruments in his nose. Yeah, rubber chicken. Henny Youngman was his doctor. Just look him up, everybody.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, geez, if these guys can put the stuff in my nose, I'll bet I could too. And if I combine it with my patter and comedy, I could really make a good show of this. And apparently that's where he was inspired to do the human blockhead trick.
Yeah, he's like, I could make $50 a week.
So he had something like a dozen pieces of bone removed from his nasal cavity area, from his skull.
For medical reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
From his boxing career.
Yeah.
So he apparently had a larger than normal nasal cavity as a result.
Okay, well that makes sense.
But it's like what you said. Everybody has a hole in their face, and it can be exploited to do the human blockhead trick.
Yeah, we have a lot of holes in our face.
So let's talk about the holes in our face.
All right.
Chuck just put his glasses on to read.
Well, I'm tired of looking over you and feeling like I'm 70.
So how do I look without, like, I gotta get a picture of this.
How do you look when I'm looking at you through the glasses?
Without the glasses.
Oh, you look great.
How do I look with the glasses on? Not so great?
Larger and fuzzy.
So look at me over there you go. Wow.
All right, we'll put that up on Instagram.
Okay.
All right, the holes in our face. Let's talk about the skull. The skull, while it appears as if it's just one big solid bowling ball with a face on the front of it.
Right.
It is not. It is 22 bones in all. And if you look, if you've ever seen a human skull, you can see this because they have sutures where it's joined together. It's a big patchwork of goodness.
Right.
Protective goodness.
And for the most part, when you look at someone's face and you say, hey, high cheekbones, prominent chin, look at the size of those teeth and how pointy they are. That's crazy. These are actually like features of either the bone themselves or the bone underneath the skin. That's your facial features, right?
Right.
But there is one very prominent exception to this rule, and that's your nose.
Yeah.
Your nose is not the result of a protrusion of bone with skin stretched over it. Most of your nose is made of cartilage.
That's right.
Right? So there's actually very little bone involved in your skin, just on the bridge, or with your nose, just on the bridge of the nose.
That's right.
Okay? So beneath the bridge of the nose, everybody, I want you to take your finger, put it between your eyes, and then just press down. That's the bridge of your nose. Not too hard, not that hard.
Okay.
And then just start to slide a little further down.
Ow.
That is not bone any longer. That's cartilage.
Yeah.
And behind that cartilage, friends, there's a big old hole in the center of your face.
Have you ever had your nose broken?
Let me just knock on wood like 50 times. No.
Have you ever been punched in the nose?
Yes.
But didn't break it?
No.
Okay. I've never had my nose broken. I've never been punched.
You better knock on wood.
At all.
Yeah.
No, never been in a fight.
That's great.
It is, but I kind of feel like I should get in a fist fight.
Oh, you could go start one.
Yeah, like Fight Club, remember that?
There's this thing called bars.
Yeah, right.
And if you go out at certain times, you can get into a fight pretty easy.
I was always the guy that was breaking it, like, oh, guys, like, it would be much more fun if we all just kept drinking.
Right.
And did not get in a fight.
Right.
Like that there's nothing that'll ruin a night more than a bar fight. It's all over.
Bar fights suck.
Yeah.
Across the board.
Plus, I always had a very strong inclination to not get punched in the face.
I think that's a sensible inclination.
So I was, well, not really. You see how some people act, and some dudes love to fight. Some ladies love to fight. You know?
Yeah.
Like they go out looking for it.
Sure. I don't know that that's to be admired or celebrated in any way.
It's the worst.
Sure.
Those people, like, when I lived in Arizona that short year, I'd picked up just, friends at my restaurant. Mm-hmm. And one of the friends of the dude that worked there was one of the most uncomfortable people to hang out with I've ever experienced.
Oh, yeah?
He was always looking to get in a fight everywhere we went. And it just,
what's up with
I was
that?
so fraught with anxiety, tons of anger inside. And
is it just anger,
like
though?
that.
Don't you wonder if stuff like that is hormonal? Like that guy's hormones are tuned a little out of...
I bet you there's a lot of factors.
Yeah.
Hormones, upbringing, anger from childhood.
Yeah.
But all I know is that I was like, felt like I was going to have a heart attack every time I was near this dude.
Yeah.
Because I was just waiting for the inevitable fist fight.
Wouldn't it be neat if that guy listens?
He doesn't listen.
Is listening right now, knows who you're talking about, and has just started sobbing uncontrollably, like he's just had a breakthrough?
That'd be great.
Because you mentioned his childhood.
And he's not listening. No, I can guarantee you that.
So, the nose.
Yeah. So cartilage, the nose is easy to break is kind of where I was getting.
Oh, yeah. But technically you're not cartilage. Really breaking it.
Oh, really?
Because it's cartilage. I guess you can break cartilage. Don't listen to me.
So, what you've also got in your face, up front of that skull, is there are all kinds of spaces. There are these little hollow places called sinuses.
Right.
You got your eye sockets, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then the old reliable foramen magnum, which is where the brainstem exits the skull.
That really has nothing to do with this episode.
It doesn't. This is just sort of a breakdown of what's going on in your face.
By the way, this is a Tracy Wilson joint.
Sure.
And she's just trying to prove her point that there's lots of holes in the skull.
That's right. The only holes that matter for a blockhead are the nostrils and, I would say, the nasal cavity.
Right. And the nasal cavity is that hole in your skull, in the front of your skull where your nose goes. And it leads all the way back to your throat, actually.
Yeah, which is very important, actually, for other acts that we'll talk about.
Yeah. So the area where it terminates at the throat is called the nasopharynx. And all of this is just wide open.
Yeah.
You can stick whatever you want in there.
Please don't.
And you can do it without nailing, without hammering, without anything like that. You can just slide it in, right?
Yeah.
Physically speaking, we'll get into how all the reasons why that's very difficult. But just physiologically speaking, there's a big old hole in the front of your face. There's a lot of empty space behind it going all the way back to your throat. And so the human blockhead takes advantage of these holes, right? But it wouldn't be so great if you could just look at somebody and say, hey, it's great. You're just sliding a nail into a hole in an open passage. That doesn't do anything. The trick, the illusion, is based on the natural formation of our nose and our nostrils, which appear to go upward.
Yes.
Which is not the case, actually. If you pull your nose back and look into a mirror, you see that the hole is behind them, not above them.
Right.
And that's the whole illusion.
Yeah, like you feel like when you blow your nose, that snot is coming down from like the top of your head.
Right.
And that's not the case.
No, it's coming from the back.
That's right. It's the ceiling is just about even with the top of the nose, right below your eyes.
The ceiling of the nasal cavity, right?
Yeah. Not the ceiling of your bedroom. That'd be weird. And the floor of the nasal cavity is about level with what's known as the alar cartilage, ALAR.
Yes.
Which is where the nostrils are.
Right. That's the bottom of your nostrils.
Yeah. So when you see, like you said, when you see the trick, the fact that it's not going up and it's just going straight in makes people go, oh my God, what is going on?
He's driven this nail right into the bone of his skull. That's what it looks like.
That's right.
And by the way, if you want a good view of what all this looks like, I stumbled upon a horrific photo of somebody whose nostrils, I guess they're the cartilage that separates their nostrils into two.
Yeah, there's got to be a name for that, right?
It's gone. and the whole nose is, the skin of the nose is being pulled back so you can see the skull behind it.
Uh-huh.
So if you want to, just type in alar cartilage in Google image search, and you'll be as unhappy as I am for having seen it.
I was going to go around there and look.
Do you want to see it?
Nah.
It's pretty crazy.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
I'll look it up later because I know I want to. I'll be lying in bed tonight thinking of it.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it.
So to finish up, though, on the cavity, it is not just a smooth, straight thing either. They have there are these grooves called conchae, Conchae. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say conchae.
Yeah.
On the walls, and they hold on to the moisture when you exhale, and that's going to keep everything nice and lubricated, which is what you want in there.
Right.
Thanks to the mucous membrane that lines all these surfaces and keeps everything nice and, I'm not going to say the M word, but nice and...
moist?
Yeah.
Everybody hates that word, huh?
Not everyone, but
there is a great word.
There's science behind it.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember. I posted an article from Mental Floss. Apparently there's some science behind why people don't like that word.
Nice. So when you're doing the human blockhead trick, I should change that. When you're seeing a professional do the human blockhead trick, what they're doing is they're sliding the nail. Mm-hmm. Let's just stick with the nail.
Sure.
The nail into their nasal cavity. Mm-hmm. They want to usually hug the alar cartilage, the floor of their nasal cavity.
Yeah.
Try to avoid the conchae. Uh-huh. Isn't that what you decided that's pronounced?
Yeah.
And they're pushing it all the way back into their nasopharynx, right? You've got about 6-8 inches of space to deal with from...
Is it that much?
From your nostril back to the nasopharynx, yeah.
Wow.
The human blockhead to make it so it's not just sliding a nail into your nose, which is gross, but that's pretty playgroundy. They will take a hammer.
Yeah.
And they will hold on to the nail very tightly, and they will make it look like they're hammering the nail into their skull.
And they'll go like, oh!
Right.
Yeah.
And there's the sound of the hammer against the nail, and it sounds really painful, where really you can just take the thing and slide it in easy peasy.
Yeah, that's called stagecraft.
Right. So all of this sounds extremely easy, and in a sense it is, but there are a lot of obstacles to performing this trick successfully, and we'll talk about those right after this.
Have you ever invested in something that seemed incredible at first but didn't live up to the hype? Well, marketers know that feeling. They optimize for the numbers that look great, impressions, reach, and reacts. But when they don't show revenue, well, that's a not so great conversation with the CFO. LinkedIn has a word for that: bull spend.
That's right, because you need to invest in what looks good to your CFO. LinkedIn Ads generates the highest ROAS, 121% of all major ad networks. You can reach the right buyers with LinkedIn Ads, and you can target by company, industry, job title, and more.
So cut the bull spend. Advertise on LinkedIn, the network that works for you. Spend $250 on your first campaign on LinkedIn Ads and get a $250 credit for the next one. Just go to linkedin.com/SYSK. That's linkedin.com/SYSK. Terms and conditions apply.
Running a business is hard enough, so why make it harder with a dozen different apps that don't talk to each other? One for sales, another for inventory, a separate one for accounting. Before you know it, you are drowning in software instead of growing your business.
And this is where Odoo comes in. Odoo is the only business software you'll ever need. It's an all-in-one, fully integrated platform that handles everything: CRM, accounting, inventory, e-commerce, HR, and more. No more app overload, no more juggling logins, just one seamless system that makes work easier.
And the best part, Odoo replaces multiple expensive platforms for a fraction of the cost. It's built to grow with your business, whether you're just starting out or already scaling up. Plus, it's easy to use, customizable, and designed to streamline every process, so you can focus on what really matters, which is running your business. Thousands of businesses have made the switch, so why not you?
Try Odoo for free at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Learning stuff with Joshua and Charles. Stuff you should
So I don't think we should go any further without a serious COA message.
Yeah.
It seems obvious, but do not try to stick a nail in your nose because Josh and Chuck said it was possible.
Yeah, that's really good, Chuck.
The human anatomy, the anatomy of a face and a skull makes it possible. Mm-hmm. We advise no one to ever try this.
Right.
Unless you want to get into the circus arts legitimately. Mm-hmm. And want to take the steps to really learn how to do this.
Right. And I actually ran across this theory11.com forum where
a tutorial?
A novice was asking how to do this. And this guy named William Draven replied, and I thought he had a pretty good COA himself. He said, if you do want to do this, I in no way advocate learning from reading text on the internet or even watching videos.
Totally.
Go find somebody who has successfully performed this trick numerous times, and then learn from them directly.
Yes.
Don't learn from guys like us. Don't learn from reading William Draven's comments on the internet.
Yeah.
Don't read it from anybody. Go find somebody who knows this trick and learn it from them.
Yeah. And where do you find that person? They're the guy in the corner of the bar with the nail in their nose.
Sure.
It's pretty easy.
Right. Or they live in a town called Winter something in Florida.
And I did look, we keep saying dudes. I did try and find to see if there are any women out there who did this. I didn't find any, but I'm sure there are supposedly more than 100 human blockheads around the world.
Go find one of them.
I'm sure some women do this.
I'm sure.
It's just not a prominent Google search to type in, woman blockhead.
Right.
Come up with a lot of
you come up with some weirdo porn too, I'm sure. I think every single time I've ever said guys, I've meant it as a gender neutral word.
Yeah. So, one thing Tracy points out is that all noses are different, and sometimes to reach your nasal cavity, the lower edge of your nostril might be in the way. So, sometimes it might just glide right in and you look the same, but sometimes it will if you do it right, your nose will stick up like your snout will stick out like a pig.
Right.
Because the nail's holding it up.
Sure.
Other noses, it might just look normal.
Right.
Except for the fact that there's a nail through it.
A lot of people who do this, most people I should say who do it, practice initially with the Q-tip.
That's probably smart, right?
Yeah. You want to practice with a Q-tip. And one reason why you want to practice with a Q-tip is, number one, I would guess it'd be harder to injure yourself with a Q-tip, although I'm sure it'd still be quite easy.
Sure.
And then the Q-tips are kind of fuzzy.
Oh, yeah.
And so one of the hardest things to overcome doing the human blockhead trick or stunt is overcoming the sneezing reflex.
Yeah.
That's the biggest one. I mean, there's all sorts of other problems, like if you use something that's not clean, you set yourself up for sinus infection because you're sticking foreign objects back there around your sinuses.
Yeah.
You can damage the very soft mucous membranes and tissue that are around, that line your nose and nasal cavity and your sinuses and your nasopharynx.
Yeah.
But one of the biggest challenges is overcoming the sneezing reflex, which can combine all this stuff, all these dangers, and then increase them tenfold.
Yeah, if you're trying to stick a nail in your head in the early stages and you sneeze, that sneezing can be a very violent reaction.
So let's talk about sneezing real quick.
All
right. So Tracy went to the trouble of outlining how a sneeze works, right?
It's pretty neat.
So you've got a sneeze has what's called a reflex arc. Any kind of reflex, as far as the human body is concerned, consists of a reflex arc. And it's made up of a receptor. Mm-hmm. In this case, we've got nerve endings in our noses.
Yeah.
Those are the receptors.
Yeah, and they're the things that say, I just snorted pepper up my nose.
Yeah.
Or this house is dusty.
Sure.
Or whatever might cause you, animal dander, whatever.
Hops in beer for me.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So, if you literally smell like an IPA?
I don't even have to smell it. I can just drinking it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just like one good sneeze and then you're fine? Or
no, about like 80.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hops gets me. Hops and peppermint.
Huh.
Yeah. So you've got the stimulus against the receptor. The receptor's got the sensory nerve leading up to the integration center of your brain. The whatever center integrates all of this information for that particular reflex.
That's right.
Your motor nerve, which says, hey, go do this.
Yep.
and then what's called an effector. And in the case of sneezing, an effector is the process, the physical process of sneezing, right?
Yeah, which, everyone sneezes.
Sure.
Let's get real.
You know what was interesting to me, Chuck, is, when you're researching yawning, you yawn. When you research itching.
Did you sneeze?
You scratch. Didn't sneeze.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Really?
I wonder if I'm going to start sneezing, and I did not.
It's not suggestible.
Nope. Totally reactive thing.
Yeah.
So when you sneeze, you might start off with your eyes watering, and you're going to secrete some fluid from your nasal passage. And then there's that abrupt, pre-sneeze breath that you draw in from your diaphragm. Mm-hmm. I don't think that has a name. Let's just call it the pre-sneeze breath.
Sure.
I think we just coined it. And then
Robert Ripley.
And then your diaphragm and muscles in your chest contract really quickly, and the air leaves that nose and mouth really quickly. Do you have a sneeze pattern, or is it random?
No, I'm sure I follow a pattern.
I almost always sneeze in threes.
Yeah.
Is yours 3?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But, it depends. I seriously will sneeze 8 or 9 times.
Right. If you're drinking a hoppy beer.
Right.
Yeah, I'm almost always 3, and when it's not, it stands out to me as being unique.
Or incomplete.
So, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'll sneeze later and think, oh, yeah.
Oh, there's the third.
There it is. Which is silly.
It's like celebrity deaths.
I wonder I meant to look that up, though. I wonder if there's any science to that sneezing pattern.
Sure, there's science to everything.
That's true.
Science and magic.
So you can put off a sneeze. You've probably done that before. That tickling sensation just goes away. Those are, to me, the incomplete things, because you feel like, or I feel like, so close, and I clearly needed to sneeze. Mm-hmm. But you didn't. If your body doesn't sneeze, then it warded itself off.
Yeah, and so the point of all this sneezing talk is that part of mastering the human blockhead stunt is reducing your sneeze reflex. And apparently it can be done just by exposing yourself to a sneeze reflex over and over and over again.
So you just stick that Q-tip in there, you sneeze, you do it again, you sneeze, you do it again, you sneeze, you go eat a TV dinner and take a little break.
Right.
Because it's tough.
Yeah. Sneezing. And you're mad. You're really mad.
Get really pissed off. And then you come back and then you do it again, and then eventually a few weeks later, you've lost all your friends, but you don't sneeze when you stick something up your nose.
Right.
Victory.
Yeah. I also saw that if you are a human blockhead, you want to basically scrub down any new stunt nail that you've got with steel wool, and then soak it in rubbing alcohol for a while to prevent sinus infections.
I'm picturing like a carny thriller where someone creeps in and switches out the nail with
right.
some pathogen on the end of it.
No, I'm dead.
So like I said, there are over 100 people doing this around the world, supposedly. Ryan Stock, who you mentioned earlier, has become pretty famous because he's been on, I think he had a TV show of his own.
He was definitely on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, and he does all sorts of things.
He and his wife.
Oh, is she in on the act?
Oh, yeah, she's definitely part of it. Amber Lynn.
So, like I said, he does all kinds of things, but one of his most notable tricks is a spin on this called the human meathead, where, just look it up, Ryan Stock, he puts a meat hook, and remember how he said it was connected to the throat? He will go all the way through his nose, out of his mouth with the end of the hook,
right?
And then he'll pull stuff around.
He actually pulled almost a 1,300-pound car.
Yeah.
He holds the world's record.
As being the only person to ever do it.
You got to hear this, the title of this world record. He has a world record for the heaviest vehicle pulled using a hook through the nasal cavity and out of the mouth. 1,598.35 car. No idea how much that is in kilograms.
Yeah. I remember my brother, he ate something when it was the first time I realized that was all connected. He laughed a lot when eating hamburger and coughed hamburger through his nose.
Or milk through the nose when you made your friend laugh. That was always...
That's a classic bit.
Man, you just were triumphant the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah.
I actually have found if I'm jogging, I always chew gum. And I break the gum slowly into small pieces, and I eventually eat it or whatever.
Really?
But there's a few moments where there's a small piece of gum separated from the rest of the gum. And I've noticed every once in a while, I don't know what sets it off, but I'll just snot it out. Like it'll shoot up my throat and then out my nose.
And this happened more than once?
Yes.
You're either not jogging right, you're not chewing gum right.
Right.
There's a breakdown.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do that. It's true.
Weird.
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
No, it's just surprising every time.
Are you sure it's the gum?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. No, it's like
something?
pieces of brain. Did you ever hear about the woman who had like a runny nose for 20 years and she finally went to the doctor and they're like, that's cerebrospinal fluid. Your brain is leaking out of your nose.
Was she okay?
I guess. I mean, she lived with it for decades.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And there's this other guy that I want to mention too, the faith healer.
Oh, yeah.
John of God. And this made me want to do, I'd love to do a show on faith healing, period, and a show on psychic surgery.
Okay.
Like, those are definitely on the list now. But he is a famous Brazilian faith healer who, he's big. Like, if he's way more famous than I thought he was. Because I hadn't heard of him.
Okay.
But he's big time. And he does these, he has a couple of kind of operations, one visible and one invisible. And one of the visible ones is he sticks forceps up the nose of people and to supposedly heal them of certain things. Mm-hmm. And apparently he was exposed by the great James Randi, the amazing Randi, who we talked about, the great legendary skeptic.
Old Sourpuss.
Is that his name?
That's what I call him.
Did you ever see the documentary?
No, I haven't yet.
It's really good. There's a great documentary called An Honest Liar about the amazing Randi. He's just so interesting. But he I think ABC or CBS or someone got him involved. Yeah, ABC TV to expose John of God. And he said, well, for sure, one of the things, he's exposed psychic surgeons before.
Right.
But he said this forceps up the nose thing is nothing more than the blockhead trick.
Sure.
And that's all he's doing.
Right.
Fraud.
We'll do a a psychic surgery one for sure. That sounds pretty interesting.
I remember seeing that when I was a kid. I thought it was like the real deal.
That apparently Andy Kaufman went to a psychic surgeon and then figured out the scam.
So sad.
So says Milos Forman, at least.
Yeah. He's like, chicken's in the hand. I see it.
Yep. You got anything else?
I do not.
If you want to know more about human blockheads, you can type those words in the search bar at howstuffworks.com. You can search human blockhead online. There's at least one good Melvin Burkhart performance on YouTube. Don't forget to look up Alar Cartilage, Ryan Stock, and also shout out to Zen Arts LA for their article on blockheads. That was helpful as well. Since I said all that, it's time, friends, for listener mail. So, Chuck, I guess this is the last one of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should say before we do mail, Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, be safe. We want to see everyone in 2017. And we kind of said it in the Christmas episode, but thanks for everything over the years.
Yeah, for real.
It means a lot to us, and we just can't wait to get things going again. And by your calendar, just a couple of days.
By your Earth calendar.
Yeah.
And also, on a personal note, happy birthday to my darling wife, Yumi. Happy birthday, Yumi. Okay, well, it's time for listener mail, huh?
I'm going to call this banning advertising to kids. We heard from a lot of people on this.
It's a hot topic.
Hey, guys, live in Northern Virginia. Just listened to your show on advertising for children. Want to relay an experience we had with our 18-month-old daughter. We were on vacation with her in Florida. Had a day with nothing on our to-do list, so we decided to take a drive to Walt Disney World.
We also found a bag full of cash in our glove compartment.
My husband was hesitant about going because of her young age and the fact that she had zero exposure to Disney at this point. I persuaded him by saying she would enjoy the parade, seeing the characters, even if she didn't know who they were. The literally only television she had ever seen at that point was educational programming on PBS Kids, and that was even minimal. So as we turned onto the road, trying to make our way to the Magic Kingdom, there was a water tower in the distance, decorated like Mickey Mouse, ears and all. And my daughter immediately shouted, "Look, it's Mickey Mouse."
I'll bet they're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
My husband and I were both completely surprised. We could not believe that our daughter had been indoctrinated into recognizing that brand at only 18 months, especially since we hadn't taught her that. Most likely she was shown a toy or a book at daycare. It is not that we were against that at Disney or anything, obviously, because we were taking her there. It's just very shocking to see your young child parrot that information.
Could also be evidence of reincarnation.
Well, at least, what if it was like a billboard and she's like, look, it's Newt Gingrich.
That would be cause for alarm.
I know this advertising is everywhere and it's nearly impossible to avoid. I just hope we can eventually teach her to not be fooled and use critical thinking to make decisions rather than her emotions.
Nice.
Thanks for all you do to make my long commute so much more enjoyable. That is from Stacy. And she says, my daughter now is nearly 5 and gets annoyed by commercials, so she pauses television until she can fast forward through them all. 1 point for technology.
Nice. Well, thanks a lot, Stacy. We appreciate that. It's a cool story.
Agreed.
Hope you guys had a good time at Disney World. And that's it, right?
Yep.
Well, if you want to get in touch with us like Stacy did, you can tweet to us at Josh Clark or SYSK Podcast. You can hang out with Chuck on Facebook.com/Charles W. Chuck Bryant. Or Facebook.com/StuffYouShouldKnow. Send us an email to StuffPodcast@HowStuffWorks.com. And as always, join us at our home on the web, StuffYouShouldKnow.com.
For more on this and thousands of other topics, visit HowStuffWorks.com.
Can I have Lingo Kids? Dad, Lingo Kids, please!
When did we become the Lingo Kids house?
No idea. Last week it was dinosaurs. This week it's...
Lingo Kids!
Why Lingo Kids?
Because it's the best thing ever. We can play games with astronauts, wild animals, and superheroes.
With more than 4,000 interactive games, songs, and shows, Lingo Kids is the #1 entertainment platform for young kids.
So, no dinosaurs?
And dinosaurs! Lingo Kids!
Everything kids love. Download it for free.
Imagine never buying gas again. Well, you can with an electric vehicle. EVs are easy to charge as your phone and perfect for everyday life. You can drive daily with confidence everywhere you go. Most Americans drive just 40 miles a day, and most EVs are equipped with 200 to 400 miles of range. Plus, they've got fewer parts, they require fewer repairs, and they produce fewer headaches. And with all those pluses, it's no surprise that we're seeing more and more EVs on the road, which makes the planet happier and happier. The way forward is electric. You can learn more about EVs at electricforall.org.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.